Oh, what a nasty, dreary day. It's days like these to start out the week that just kind of, you don't get much done. It's kind of raining, misting, it's a nasty, dreary day. Isn't it, Trixie girl? Trixie, you shake hands? Shake. You want a treat? Treat? Shake? Yeah, she's not dumb. She's just stubborn. No treats. But yeah, it's days like today where it makes it hard to get a whole lot done. We need to move to a job, but they're calling for severe weather tonight, I think. And we probably won't get a whole lot done tomorrow either if we get a lot of rain. Just kind of slow things down. I've done a little bit of just odds and ends today on some machines. I changed a fuel filter. Greased a couple of these machines sitting around here, like this 490 behind us. We're going to pilot. Yeah, we're going to fire it up here in a bit and just kind of run it around. Just kind of get in it, play around on it. I think it's bad for these machines to sit for too long, but one thing I wanted to talk about today, we fired up here, is a timber tracker. I know a lot of guys ask me questions about this or have seen it, on our Facebook page, a link to the website, or heard other guys talk about it. This is actually an app we built. I say we, all I did was kind of have the idea. I didn't build it. Some great guys down at Springfield called the App Pros built it. They're the brains behind all this. I just had the idea. Basically what we do with this is something that I designed just to kind of, make lives a little easier for people. Back in, let me think here, probably back in the early midsummer 2014, I'd had this idea for a mobile app because there weren't any forestry apps that I could find. Let me get it up here because I know you can't see anything. So there weren't any mobile apps that out there. So basically what we did is I met with these guys and after a lot of debate, because guys, if you don't know what it costs to build a mobile app, check into it and it'll scare you, because it sure did me, because it's not something I didn't really think it cost that much money, but we're in pretty deep now. But we've built it. We've already updated it once with a second version. We've already got another version we're getting ready to come out with, and we just kind of build on it all the time to try to make it better. But basically, what you can do is, if you're using it to scale timber, you can get in here. You can go through here and just add, I don't know how well it's showing up on this GoPro. Whoops, we don't want to do that. I don't even know how to run my own app. But you can get in here and you can, if you're walking through standing timber, you can get in here and you can figure volumes. And you can do that. Of course, it'll spit out the footage for the trees you put in, add it down here. Well, then, after you do all that, you can hit summary, and you can basically come in here and you can figure out what you want to do with each one of these. If you've got veneer, lumber, pallet, stave material, different species, you can put in the footage of each price. Like here, we can put in the price at, 50 cents, and it'll spit that out. And at the bottom, it'll give you the grand total, the total footage. Then you can email that quote out to somebody, like out to a client or back to yourself. Or we've got a deal where, let me get back into it here. We've got a deal set up, and these are all of our vendors, by the way, some of the great people that help make the app possible, that promote their company on our app and website. And we've got a fast calculator here too, and we're really getting ready to see what we're getting ready to come out with now. That's gonna more or less change all that around a lot, tenfold. Basically, the handheld calculators you see log buyers have, we've already got it built. We've already got the code written. It's in the beta testing now. But you'll basically have a handheld computer with your phone or tablet with the ability to, have quotes or have your tally of your logs printed off or email it or sent back to your office for your own personal records. And that's the same way you can go through here on a set of logs real fast, and it's spitting out your footage. It makes things a lot quicker. And you can, I mean, we've got it dialed in where just about any log, it has the right footage in there to do it. So we've been working on that for, that's been a long project. That's been about a 3-year project, working on that and getting it where it is, and it's totally free to download. We haven't charged anybody any money to download it. It's like I said, it's just something. When I built it or had it built, I didn't think it'd be what it is. It was just kind of more or less something for us and what we used, and then it kind of blew up and went on. And I talk to a lot of guys that use it, and I'm always open to talking to people about it. I enjoy getting feedback and listen to people, what they have to say about it, if it works for them, how they're doing with it. And I really think this next upgrade we're about to come out with, I think people will really like it, especially like if you've got one of the expensive handheld calculators that you buy logs with, or for a company, or if you're on a smaller scale and you've got to buy that yourself and your company doesn't have it. I think you'll really, really like what we're coming out with. And that's like the same with the website. We came out with the website for it, I guess it's been last August, the timbertracker.net website. And we've got a lot of big ideas and things lined up for it too. And it's a slow process because it's just, I spend a lot of money on it. I mean, it takes a lot of you. It's amazing. I figured out I was in the wrong business real quick. When I started doing all this, I figured out I should have been a web developer instead of a vlogger. But it takes a lot of money to make it all operate. So I shovel money into it as fast as I can to get it where it is, just to kind of give everybody that edge we need, to save us all a little time and money. It doesn't matter if you're just a small-time logger like me, or if you're a sawmill, or if you're a big sawmill, or a log buyer for a big company, a veneer seller, exporters. It just kind of benefits everybody, I think. And we've got a lot of neat features planned out ahead of this next build. I meet with the guys down there at Springfield a lot, and I meet with a great company now that handles my website, the website end of it as well. And we try to do all we can for people that promote their businesses on there, like guys like Josh Taylor, or CH Equipment, some of our log buyers, John Clemens, Steve Hansel, those guys on there that that they spend money and promote their company and help us along, because all that, what they spend on that, it goes right back into all of the development stages of it. So I know a lot of guys ask me about that. You hear at the end of my videos, I'm always talking about finding a link to my channel and Wade's and Tim's on timbertracker.net. Well, if you get on the website, you'll find a link to our YouTube channels, along with links to the app, because it's available for all devices, Android and Apple both. So if I know guys ask and wonder about that, people do. So that's kind of a little bit about that. There's a lot of history behind this app, and it's been a roller coaster ride. It really has been. Like I said, man, there's a lot of money that goes into this. If you don't know what it costs to build an app, call around and price having an app built, and you'll see. And then when you got a website involved, and we've got a lot of neat things coming out for the website, and that again, when you get to having some really neat features that are on websites, you're talking about more money involved. So it's just something, I enjoy doing it. It kind of gives me something to do. It's more or less like a job away from logging. So and it's fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy the challenges that come with it, because it doesn't matter what you do, and that's with Facebook and YouTube and anything. People are always gonna be there to tell you what you're doing wrong, and tell you what you're doing is ridiculous. But that's with anything you do. So we catch a lot of critics, whether it be on the app, the website, or Facebook or YouTube. But we just keep plugging along anyway. They're not paying my bills, so I don't worry about them too much. So, but yeah, I mean, check that out. I mean, if you're in the logging or forestry industry at all, the profession, it's all strictly forestry based, especially with like the people that promote their companies on there. we try to keep it to where it's all forestry and all logging, because I don't want a bunch of cluttered up stuff on there. And we're trying to get the website now to where people will be able to list more equipment. It'll be we've obviously on the website end, we're gonna have to we'll charge a little bit, and it is just a little bit. It's basically just enough to keep the website up and running, the operating cost on it. But it'll be minimum, just so guys can have a place where they can go to one place, get everything they need, find everything they need equipment wise. So that's kind of what we do with that. And it's a hobby. It's an expensive hobby. I think I could find something a little better to do with my time and money, but it's just a way. I love the timber business, and it's just a way for me to try to leave my mark on things, to try to, if I can change it for the better or help things out for the better, that's what I want to try to do. So that's just a little bit about Timber Tracker that you hear me talk about at the end of all my videos. So if you haven't checked it out, be sure to do that. I guess I don't need to tell you that you can find a link to our channel along with Logger Waits and Tim O'Brien's at the timbertracker.net website, because you just heard that spiel. But I guess I'll get off here. I'm going to try to find something constructive to do, pass my time. Probably have to go jump in the Mac and get it over to Brandon's here in a little bit so we can start some work on it, which I'll make some videos of that. I always like to make videos of our shop work, because Brandon, he's incredible with all that stuff he builds. He's a genius when it comes to geometry and putting that stuff together, and he's an artist when it comes to welding.